Hello, hi, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Let me scoot up a little more. Let me see. I ain't trying to be all up in your face for real. Okay, my head look big. It's all right. Ignore my appearance. This ain't even really about me, okay? This is about you. If you're new to my channel, my name is rashealakee and I make vlogs, but I guess I'm sitting down and talking today about a subject that I feel like y'all could use help on, because I'm gonna tell you basically what I did wrong and what you can do to do it right. But it's hot, so let me turn my air on. Hold on one second. That's more like it. All right, so as you can see by the title, today I'm going to be sharing you guys tips about how I moved out on my own into my own place with no moolah. Focus right here, and how you can do it too. Now I want to start by saying everybody's process for this is going to be completely different. Yes, I say I did this with no money, but that no money got canceled out by the place of me having support. So everyone's progress and situation is going to be different, but I'm going to just share with you what I did, or what you can do, or what I would have done differently in the situation of moving out into my very own place at the age of 25. Hold on. Yeah, that. So I apologize in advance for the lisp. I do have a tongue cramp in my mouth for my braces treatment, and that causes me to talk really weird. So that's the explanation for my voice. But in other news, so I'm gonna give you guys 3 P's, okay, that I feel like will help you execute properly and be able to do this the way you need to do it in God's timing, okay? In God's timing. We're gonna add in God's timing. What's that TikTok? It says, if you don't want me to, what was it? It's something about, if you don't want me to talk about God, don't bring it up to me. Something like that. But I'm gonna bring God into everything, every single time, all the time, round and round and round and round and round. All right? Got it? All right. So the 3 P's are going to be praying, planning, and performing. It sounds cliche, but let me break it down to you guys, and I can assure you that this might just help you in your situation. I ain't no genie in that, but I mean, okay, let me get into the video. I'll play too much. All right, come on. Okay, so we're gonna start off with planning though, okay? Prayer is going to be the very first thing, but we're going to start off in this video with talking about planning. So when you are planning for your place, you are going to need to know, before you even start looking for apartments, everything, you're going to need to know the location you want to stay in. You're going to need to know the price range that you're looking for. So set a number that you don't want to go over, in terms of, like, for example, I said base rent, I don't want to go over $1,200. That was for me, and you need to look and see what area you're staying in your city, because you may be staying in a place where that's very possible. But if you're trying to move to downtown New York, for example, it may not be possible unless you come across a miracle. What are your must-haves that you need to have? For, you know, me, for example, I needed to have a patio. I wanted to be on the bottom floor. I needed a nice neighborhood with things around it. I needed to be close to my brother. So what are your need tos? Like, what are your needs that you need to have? Because that's going to slim down a bunch of your choices, because you have 100 choices and 50 of them don't have a patio. So that's out the window. Now you got 50 more to work with. It will help you slim down all your options so that you're able to explore the other things that better fit you as a individual. You're going to need to, really, most importantly, is calculate your finances. So when you're getting an apartment, most of them, unless it's income based, is going to want between 3 times and 5 times the rent that you need to make of your own money in your pocket. For me, I'm being very transparent here, that was not the case. My brother is the reason that I'm, you know, in this apartment right now, because I do have a guarantor. Some of you may need a guarantor, And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're responsible and you have someone that's willing to help you and is in that place for you, then take that option, take that opportunity if it's for you and if it aligns with your values and everything that you need. You need to be able to think like, can you afford this alone? Some of you watching this, or some people in general, don't have any support like I did. So if you don't have support, you need to ask yourself, is this something I can do alone? If not, what can I do so that I can be able to do it alone? Do you need to get a better paying job? Do you need to get a job in general because you're unemployed at the moment maybe? Do you need to get a job in general? Do you need to save? How much money do you need to save? Set a set amount of value for what you need to save, okay? Having a place is very expensive. It's not just the base rent, because you have your base rent, and if your utilities aren't included, you have your utilities as well, and then you have to calculate furniture, you have to calculate groceries, and those things are ongoing throughout the month. Groceries, rent, utilities, ongoing. Your furniture, that may be a one and done, but you're going to need to then you're going to need to calculate things like, oh, you need to buy hygiene products all the time, so calculate that into your rent as well. Everything you spend money on needs to go into that price. All right. So while you are looking for these places, whether you have support or not, I encourage you to save as much money as you can. Just save whatever you can. Be smart about it. Just for a little while, you are probably going to have to make sacrifices. That iced coffee from Dunkin' may have to wait a couple more weeks before you can get it, and when you get it, you can use it as a reward for yourself. It's okay to sacrifice, and it hurts to sacrifice. That's why it's called a sacrifice, okay? It's okay. It's gonna be okay, but you have to realize that the bigger picture is you're going to be in your own place. You're going to be getting something that you want. You're going to get something that you may need. So just think about the bigger picture, okay? While you're looking, I definitely encourage you to save your money. Now, if you're looking for income based, this is going to be different for you, because if you're going to be income based, I encourage you to still save money and do those things as well, because it's always going to be good to have extra money when you have your place, and you will see that because there's somebody that's watching this video. You may not have your place right now, but you will have your place soon, okay? You continue to trust God, and you continue to pray. You continue to do what you have to do. All right? Yeah. We here? Okay. So for the perform section of things, the perform I would categorize as once you've found your place. Once you find your place, you need to make sure you read through that lease. I skim my lease, but you need to read your lease. I mean, if you skim your lease, skim it in a smart way. Make sure your numbers look good and your base categories of where you feel like they may trip you up. Because realistically, that's like asking somebody to read terms and conditions. I'm gonna tell you, a smart thing to do is to read through it thoroughly. But I did skim mine, but you will need to look through it thoroughly, because that in turn can come back and bite you in the butt. And do anybody want to get bit in the butt? I don't think so. So read that lease, okay? If you find something in that lease that does not seem correct, you need to ask your leasing agent, or you need to have it rewritten, okay? So if you find something that doesn't seem right, you need to get that evaluated and get it changed to meet your needs, or maybe something doesn't meet your needs at all and you may need to go ahead and find a new place. Definitely, sorry, my lisp, encourage you to do a walkthrough. You have to do a walkthrough. I made sure I did a walkthrough because you need to look at everything, like under cabinets. You need to look in the cracks. You need to look in the outlets of the electricity, okay? No, seriously, like look at everything and when I say do a walkthrough, I mean of the unit that they're going to be putting you in. If you're able to, I highly encourage to do a walkthrough, because this is where you're going to be staying. If you put your name on that paper, then you're stuck in that lease. So I encourage you to look through everything, look for water damage, look for broken things, and make note of these things and let them know. They should give you a sheet where you can fill out what's messed up. For example, like I have dents in my fridge. Those dents were already there, so you need to let them know so that you don't have to end up in turn paying for something that you never messed up, okay? if you work, you're going to need to take off the necessary time to move into your place, because don't underestimate moving, y'all. Moving is a long task, and when you get your first place and you're putting stuff in there, you're going to want to go ahead and start getting everything like unwrapped. So I make sure to take off a day or two to yourself and just get your space together. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? And it's something to celebrate. It's something very, very big, okay? So you celebrate it and you be happy and you be in your place and you enjoy your place and you do everything you need to. That you took off or over, you gonna have to be working, baby, because you got a place now. Especially if you started from nothing in the bank, you're going to definitely need to be at work. So go ahead and take your little time and do what you need to do so that you can enjoy yourself. Thumbnail, I highly encourage you to take your time when it comes to getting your furniture. Do not finance things if you do not have to finance things. You may be sleeping on an air mattress for 3 months, but you don't get into something that you're not going to be able to pay off. There's thousands of things that I wanted and they were going to be required to be financed. Dating in this house. Just try not to get trapped into too many loans and stuff, because you're going to have bills coming up. If you're going to finance things, I do encourage you to wait like a month or two to see how your finances pile in or how things are looking financially. Then do what you have to do if you're able to do it. A place that's really good, Facebook Marketplace. That's where my couch is from. And my brother got my couch for me from Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, look on there. They have a ton of good stuff that you can find. Check out Goodwill, Salvation Army. Like, you don't have to try to keep up with Dick Jones. It's really not necessary. It's probably going to be you in there most of the time. You're going to realize that, because most of the time you're going to be by yourself unless you have pets. You're going to be by yourself. So take your time. Baby, we can do it. Do it, baby. Do it tonight. But when you move into that place, don't bring nothing into your house without praying over your place. Like, while my place was empty, I did praise and worship, and I prayed and I praised God. Don't you ever stop being thankful for your place, y'all. Don't ever stop being thankful, because you can't pray when you're in a bad time and time of need and then abandon God once you have your blessing. Don't abandon him and stop praying once you get your place. You keep your heart set on him and your eyes set on him. Sometimes you may fall off, and that's fine, but don't ever, well, I ain't gonna say that's fine, but I will say it happens. But don't ever stop being thankful, because you never had to be put in a position that you are being put in, okay? The last P, I saved it for last because it's the best one, and I feel like it's the most important one. And this is, for my journey, was definitely very necessary. So let me change my camera battery and then we can get it out. Hold on. All right, sorry if the lighting is kind of off now, but we back in action. We got a full camera, we got a full battery, okay? So this step really comes before anything, but I'll put it last because I just want to end this video off on a note where this isn't something that was just at the beginning of the video and it's surpassed. So before you even do any of that, before you even look for your place, before you even think about getting a place, before you even start looking, make sure you pray. You need to ask God for what it is that you want. Explain to him what your desires are and what you desire to have, and you need to do what you say that you're going to do to work to get it. And you're going to pray throughout the whole process. You're going to pray throughout the whole process. You're going to talk to God. You're going to, God gave me a place while starting off with literally nothing. I stayed with my brother for a few months, and Jordan, his fiance, and I feel like, no, I definitely believe that God lines things up for you, and you know, he put them in a position where I was able to be able to stay with them and gave them prepared their hearts to even allow me to open their doors for me to stay with them, when they very well could have said no. God lines up your steps and orders your steps all throughout the way. He makes it happen. Literally a few months ago, I just knew. I was praying for it and I was believing it, but part of me was just like, okay, this is not about to happen. You're gonna be stuck in this situation in your mom's house for so much longer, so just get comfortable. That's what one part of me was saying, and the other part of me was saying, okay, like, you can do this. And when I say it's the best decision that I ever made, like, I don't take that back at all. So throughout this process, like, talk to God. You're gonna need to, and you're gonna realize that very quickly that you're gonna need to. This is something that you can do on your own, and I'm talking about moving on faith here. I'm not talking about you got like 10 bands in the bank and you can just move tomorrow. I'm talking about moving off of your pure faith, okay? Some of the things that I wish, some of the things that I wish I had known, some of the things that I wish I had thought about in the process, was, y'all, remember, if it's I got denied so many times. If it's an apartment that you didn't get, or a place, a home that you didn't get, that you truly, honestly wanted from the bottom of your heart, and you felt like it was yours, and you don't get it, that means it was never yours. What God has for you, nobody can ever take. In 10 years, it could be a position for a job that you're stressing about now that God already had for you, and it's already yours. Nobody's going to be able to take something that's already yours when it's given to you by God. It's not possible. It cannot happen. Okay, null and void. So if it's an apartment that you applied for and you got rejected, that wasn't your place. If you applied for a home and you didn't get it and you got rejected, that wasn't your home. If you apply even for a business building, if you apply for it and you didn't get it, it wasn't yours. God has what's going to fit you perfectly for you. Because if I would have thought what was mine in my mind, it doesn't fit this description at all. But guess what, you guys? It is literally perfect for me. And I feel like sometimes God has to humble us down and for us to see that. Because I would have never realized that this is the place that was literally perfect for me. And it didn't even fit the description of what I wanted. So you can pray and ask God and tell him what your desires are. But God knows what you need better than you know what you need. And I love my place with everything in me. And you couldn't tell me that I wasn't going to be in the luxury high-rise apartment that I wanted. But, oh my gosh, I love what I have. Like, and I'm so thankful that God didn't give me what I asked for. Now, think about that one, okay? So yeah, you may not always get exactly what you want, but I have everything I need. And my support system was awesome. That's the reason why I was able to get up and move with $0 to my name. So just remember, family doesn't always have to be your only support. You could randomly meet someone that's just willing to help you with no strings attached because they're sent from God. Just be open to different things happening. And I don't want to hear anybody say, you know, I've heard my friends say like, you know, well, I want to do this, but you have family to support you, so it's not going to be the same for me. It's not going to be the same for you. It's not. Because like I said at the beginning of the video, everyone's situation is going to be different, but God's going to tailor it for you. You specifically. If that's something that you want, God's going to tailor it for you specifically, and there's going to be nothing interfering. Because like I said, I never saw myself in this position. So basically, our 3 P's, we're going to sum up this video because I didn't want it to be long. I'm not a sit down video type of girl anymore. So I haven't done a sit down video in a long time since I've been back to YouTube. So this feels weird. So be easy on me. I just want to help. And it's the best way I know how. So pray, plan, and perform, you guys. You can do it. Keep your head straight. Work hard so that you can get to where you need to be. Don't feel discouraged that you're still in your parents' house at a certain age. I didn't move out till I was 25. Some people don't move out till they're 30. Some people don't move out. Some people move out at 19. you know, watch YouTube videos and watch people move and see how exciting it is, because I would say that was a very fun part. I loved watching like move-in vlogs and stuff like that before I got my place. And also, a secret that I'm gonna let y'all in on is while I was in the move-in process, I kept a notebook and I wrote in it. But this was before I even ever moved. I'm documenting my process of how things were going. And it's nice to be able to, hey, it's nice to be able to look back on those things. But y'all, I got to go because they about to act crazy, y'all. I hope that was, oh wait, so I really hope that was helpful. I'm not the sit down video type of girl. Y'all know I be doing vlogs, but if you're new here and this is the first time you've ever seen me, go check out my other vlogs. Hey! So if you're new here, go check out my vlogs. If you like, they're up there at your leisure, at your dispense. But I'm getting out of here. You ain't got to get off YouTube, but you got to get out of here because my dogs are going crazy. And I got to end this video now. Bye. Love you. And good luck in your... God bless your journey into moving into your place. You can do it, girl. And don't let... You can do it, girl. You can do it, guy. You can do it, boy. You can do it. Don't let anything get you down. As on the prize. All right? All right. I better see you in your place in a couple of months or a year, but most importantly, God's time. All right, let me go. Bye.